Welcome to episode 3, and there's a few things I need to take care of after reviewing episode 2. Somehow I had bumped these tanks into that hex. So the tanks are back here. Whatever happened in here is not going to help or hinder me or the AI, so just getting, they never activated, so they should be in there, that hex. And a note for over here, so you don't think, oh, that's a magical tactic. We got very lucky here, and I only probed it on the hope that I'd get lucky, but also because it had a depth marker. When you attack with only 2 strength points, if that unit had have been a 2 strength doubled to 4, we would have had less than him and not the weapons, and that would have resulted in us being disrupted and him being unrevealed again. So we would have got a peek at him, but he would then go back to unrevealed. So you don't, the only reason I did it is might as well, I'm there, and because he already had a depth marker. If he didn't have a depth marker, he would have got a depth marker out of it. So it's not a magical tactic. It was just, I put him there, did it, because now I can barrage that position if I get lucky, and I did. I just wanted to clarify it so you don't think you can just go wandering around with your HQs and revealing positions. It doesn't work that way. So that's that. The next thing I want to point out for this turn is if the headquarters were special guests, this turn, turn 5, we get the guests of honour, and that's the regimental HQs. We also get R action. These are 2 nasty actions, but these guys do give command, give free actions to everyone adjacent to them and the ones they're stacked with. Whereas these fellas, just to an infantry unit they're stacked with. These guys will activate tanks, they'll activate anything. So, having said all of that, we can zoom back out and we can begin the turn with the landing phase, and we start with white 2. And we get red, which would have fired in, but it's now ours. Wish I got that as the event. No drift, so these can all land. The HQ will land up here. The heavy can go with him, and so can the engineer. We are quite purposefully pulling away from this position. Orange 1. Yellow would normally hit the position, but we've taken it, and it's no drift and a diamond, so no problem there, and we'll bang him on that. Orange 2, green diamond, no drift. Green doesn't hit the beach anyway, there's no diamonds, so he will go there. And the engineer will go in next to him. And then the last is brown circle, no drift, no circles. Brown would normally hit, but he's disrupted, but there's no circles anyway. They've both got commands, so we might whack these guys in here. Alright, that is the landing check phase. Now we get the event phase, and we get, oh dear, that's a bad event. Add depth markers to 2 Japanese units. Well, all 3 of these have got depth markers. So it's going to be, he's already got a depth marker. This one will get a depth marker. And where the next one's going to go, he's 3 away A4. He's 3 away A7. Richie, shut up. So he's going to get it. Okay. That's that nastiness. Now for the next nastiness. Right, before we start worrying about that, we have to do the counterattack. We start with the southernmost unit. He is the westernmost. So we probably have to start with him. So he is going to seek a landing hex. He can't, out of range. He's going to seek us. He can't. He's out of range. So he is going to go to one of these 3 hexes. He will take the one that's closest to a hex that's that can fire on the beach. All 3 of them are. So he will then take the westernmost and then the southernmost. So he is going to go westernmost, 1, 2, 3. That is directly west. Which then makes him the next one to activate. He's got the same problem, can't get to a beach hex or a position that fires on the beach, can't get to us. So once again, he'll take the westernmost and then the southernmost. So he'll go to there. This fellow has a choice of 2 hexes. He will take the westernmost and the southernmost, and he won't go there because he'll go to nearest to the moving unit. So he'll go to there. Now that means this fellow is southernmost. He's the next to move. He can do that one or that one. He will take the westernmost, so he'll go to there. And now this one's a bit of a challenge because he has only got 2 places he can go. He is currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from a hex, and this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he is not going to move because he can't get closer to US units or a beach or a hex that can fire on the beach. And we're not done yet. We've got to do the firing. So blue P. P action's not active, so we're simply looking for blue positions that we're in its fire zone. Here's one. He is looking for diamonds. He doesn't find it, so he shoots and misses. Here he is looking for diamonds and he doesn't get it, shoots and misses. So that's blue. That was a relief. Now we go green. Again, no special action, but he'll hit tanks in steady fire zone. So we're looking to see if we're in the fire zone of any green positions, and we aren't, so this is going fantastically. Then we look for brown, and now things change. So he will get hit and destroyed. 3rd catastrophic loss. He won't get hit because no star, our miracle boys. And then he'll fire into these 2 positions, but he's looking for a triangle, and we've got a circle and a diamond, so he misses. And over here, the brown simply loses its disruption. So we might have got a catastrophic loss, but that's a pretty light fire card. No second event, no HQ phase yet. Doesn't start until turn 8, so we have our actions. I stopped the video because I needed to have a really good think about all of this, because once the HQs arrive, you can do a whole lot more units can activate, and you don't want to just go willy-nilly. We're off to a great start. I mean, we have busted this wide open in 4 turns, so we do not want to waste the opportunity that the luck gods have given us. This needs a flamethrower and a Browning, and I've got flamethrowers nearby, but I can't hit it right now. And he needs to be flanked, and that is tricky in here. So what we need to do is we need to suppress these units. Now with this one, he gives that unit a free action. They're worth 7. He is halved firing through brush, but because he gets a free action, we're going to give it to him. The importance is 8 will double that. 2 doubled in jungle to 4. We don't have the weapons, so we can't reveal that, but because we're greater than, we disrupt. And that's all we wanted to achieve with that. So these boys have all had their go. Now similarly, to flank this position, we're going to have to get in here, or there and there, and I don't like there because it's got lots of hits coming. So we're going to have to go the long way. We don't have flamethrower, so exactly the same situation. He's doubled to 4. We need to hit him with 8. So we're going to hit him with those 5 and that 7. So that's 12. We double him, we don't have the weapons, we disrupt him. Now that means this unit can use his free action thanks to the HQ and go into there, and that means both of those are done. And it means we can bring the flamethrowers up with the engineers, and that means they're done. And it also means flank, flamethrower. We are going to barrage him. We can't, we attacked. You can't attack and barrage in the same turn. This purple position. Alright, we will come back. We know one of those has acted. So we will now move over here. Now we've got a tactical situation here. We've got a counterattack that's going to just come barreling in. This fellow is going to hit that hex because it's a beach hex. He could hit any of those 3, but he's going to take the one nearest to the moving unit. So he's going to hit him. So we know that's going to get hit. This fellow is going to go to there. That's where he's going to go. And because he's a tank, he's going to lose his counterattack status, and he's not doubled in terrain, so that's not a bad thing. We do not want that getting filled by units and depth markers, so that's okay. We don't want to stop him from moving. We know where he's going. So instead, we're going to barrage that. We need a purple triangle, and we get a purple diamond. So we don't kill the depth marker, but we disrupt him. That's important because now we can edge him out. Not an infiltration move, but he has to stop when he moves adjacent to a unit. So he is now done, and so is the tank. Now that we can get him off the beach. That is a miracle. He survived. So we will get him off and we will just call that stack done. Now the only way we stop that from hitting that is if we put something in its way, but I don't see how that's going to work. So instead, we're going to use their free action. And we're going to go bump, bump next to that. We're going to use the headquarters to go bolting through these red fire zones up to that, being mindful not to get within 3 of anything else, which means one of these free actions will be to take that, one will be to move to there to make sure we're adjacent. He is going to go straight through us, so we're just for purposes. He gets a free action, will move forward. He will move forward onto him. These boys will move forward, and he might as well move up to there. And the HQ is going to jump. Ooh. Ooh. Well, the HQ doesn't get disrupted, so we can put the HQ there. We will also 1, 2, 3 bolt him up to there. We'll use one of our actions. That's so that they have units adjacent if these counter-attackers attack, and we will cover that when we get to it. We want these tanks in close, so we've got barraging ability, so they will use the action and tuck in next to the HQ. Actually, yep, they will tuck in next to the HQ, and we keep coming. We can say all that's done. Now we have what we can do over here. So going into this purple is just asking to be hit. Just asking to be hit. So I'm not real keen on it. I'd rather get this position dealt with. Now we've got some flamethrowers up there, so we can call that done. And we can move the HQ up to there. And we'll call all them done. Now here. One, two, three. 3. One. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, they can go around that way. Yes, that jungle's going to stop everybody. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Nope. No, they can't get there. Jungle. They'll have to go this way. That's better. 1, 2, 3. And then we will move the HQ to there. And that is our turn.